Whooping cough rates are at their highest in almost a decade across New South Wales right now, with the numbers about 10 times what they were this time last year. Emergency departments across the state are dealing with an influx of respiratory illnesses. Reporter Melissa McKay is with me in the studio now with the details. Hi there, Mel. So how significant are these whooping cough rates now?
Yeah, well, Ros, as you said, it's about 10 times what it was last year, and the numbers that we're looking at for June of this year are well above what we've seen over the last few years. We haven't seen numbers this high since about 2016. So at the moment, we're looking at about 103 reports of whooping cough for every 100,000 people in New South Wales. And to put that in perspective, last year the number was about 10 per 100,000 people in the state. So it's quite significant, the increase on last year. And yeah, as I said, the last time whooping cough was this bad was in 2016, and the numbers then were about 139 reports per 100,000 people in New South Wales, and that was for the whole year. We are, of course, only in June, so there's still quite a few weeks and months left of the sort of winter cold season, and experts are saying this is quite significant and a lot bigger than has been previously. We spoke to Professor Robert Boy earlier, who sort of explained why we're seeing this increase, and it's in part because of COVID.
Whooping cough is a worrying infection, especially if you have it in the first few weeks of life. It can be deadly, and that's why we vaccinate pregnant women every pregnancy against whooping cough, because that provides real protection at the 90% level against babies. Whooping cough is spreading a lot more because immunity has waned. For 6 to 8 years, we haven't seen it very much in the community, so the immunity you have drops off year on year on year, and then the influx of new babies as well means there's a lot of susceptibles out there to help force transmission of infection once it starts.
It's not just whooping cough though, is it, Mel? There's been an increase in numbers of kids with pneumonia.
Yeah, these numbers are quite startling, Ros. We're looking at about 140 presentations to emergency departments in June already by children under the age of 4 with pneumonia. In comparison to last year, that was less than 60. And for that sort of older age group, those school-aged kids from sort of 5 to 16, that number earlier this month was 400 presentations with pneumonia, compared to less than 60, at the same time last year. So the pneumonia rates are quite significant, and experts are saying that that's due to a whole host of other bugs and viruses going around that sort of lead into young people developing pneumonia. The good news is that New South Wales Health says the bulk of this pneumonia is sort of what's colloquially known as walking pneumonia. It means that it's sort of a less severe case of the illness, but it can still be a persistent cough for some several weeks or months, and particularly when we are looking at people with respiratory illnesses already, or those with who are immunocompromised, that they can still get really, really sick.